Alright, hello there, welcome back to another wee bit different video. Today's video, not the longest video ever, but a frustrating video for me to make because we talk about the NBA playoffs, we talk about the injury bug, previously last week. And today's video, we're going to talk about why I think the Celtics are pretty much a lock for the finals and why it's been a disappointing playoffs from the Eastern side in particular. Not talking about the Western side at all. We got some great series: Timberwolves, Nuggets, Mavericks, Thunder. The East though has been frustrating, right? You talk about the Celtics and their path to heading to the finals, and let's be honest, the Celtics are going to be pretty much a finals team, damn near locked in. And my frustration with that is not because I'm a Celtics hater, it's more so because I believe we had some really good series that we could have had that we're just not getting. For one, Celtics at the 1 seed versus the Heat. The Heat, several injuries. Obviously, Jimmy Butler being the key injury for the Heat. That was frustrating. Celtics versus the Cavs. Even if the Cavs had a full team, it wouldn't matter. But Cavs being down Jared Allen, frustrating, right? But again, Celtics would wash the Cavs. I think they would beat the Heat anyways. I'm not disappointed to the point where I think the Celtics would have lost. No, I think the Celtics would definitively beat the Cavs and the Heat. But here's my thing. We talk about what's going on from the Bucks-Pacers series. Bucks being down Giannis and Dame, and then getting back Dame, but obviously not 100%. Pacers move on. Pacers play Knicks. Knicks get hurt, losing OG on top of already having injuries to star player Julius Randle, to a key role player Bogdan Bogdanovic, whom they traded for. It really feels like the stars have more than aligned for the Celtics, but at the same time, it feels like it's at the cost of some intense playoff basketball. Now, playoffs have been still phenomenal. Pacers series, Knicks series has still been phenomenal. But this Pacers series would not be as close as it is if the Knicks had OG Anunoby healthy game 3 and 4, if they had Julius Randle from the get, if they had Bogdan Bogdanovic from the get. It's 2-2, and you add on those three players, this series would not be 2-2. This series would either be a sweep or 3-1. That's just my honest opinion on it, and I feel like it's hard to disagree with that considering who they're missing are just super important. Like Julius Randle being added onto a team is not something to just be like, whatever, that's a whatever kind of piece. No, that's a huge deal. And presuming the Knicks do win, I still think the Knicks will win the series if they can get OG Anunoby back. So if the Knicks win the series, they would go against the Celtics. Celtics would be so goddamn lucky with their path because injury-riddled Heat team. Cavaliers, I think they would have beat him easily anyway, not having Jared Allen. And then eventually maybe possibly playing the Knicks when the Knicks are injured out the ass. Not only that, even if they do play the Pacers had to play an injury-riddled Bucks team and then a massively injured Knicks team. So the Celtics' path could not have gone easier, right? Because we knew from the get they were going to beat the Heat and they're going to beat the Cavs. There's no way the Celtics, they're too good of a team. The Celtics are so good this year, and they're the only real threat in the Eastern side to beat Minnesota or the Nuggets. I don't want to write off OKC and Mavericks, but OKC or Mavericks are not beating the Nuggets or Timberwolves. That's just what it is. I don't even care if Cleveland wins game 4 because they're not winning the series. Now, it would make things more interesting, but they're not beating the Celtics in the series. And the whole point of this video really for me is just to highlight my frustrations with the Eastern Conference in general. It feels like it's been years since the East has been as nearly as good as the West. The West has always had the best teams coming out, and performing at the highest level. This year, I thought the Bucks definitely had a chance to prove that. Even the Knicks, honestly, the Knicks were just fully healthy. Sixers are a really good team. Dealt with some injury concerns. It's just been largely disappointing. We talk about the Heat being injured, 7th seed, Sixers being injured, 6th seed, was that Pacers, but they beat an injured 3rd seed Bucks, 4th seed. Cavs beating the Magic, but the Magic are just a really young team. I don't know, man. The stars have really definitely aligned for the Celtics for the easiest finals run in their entire lives. Seriously, because if Pacers win, this will literally have been handed to the Celtics as the easiest finals run in who knows how long. Seriously, because the Pacers are not a conference finals team. They've just gotten really lucky in that they've played, again, really injured Bucks and really injured Knicks. And I don't want to take away from what the Pacers are doing, but we all know the Pacers aren't under any circumstances beating a super healthy Knicks if they're already tied 2-2 with the Knicks. That's not happening. I still think the Knicks will win the series. Now, in the future, the Pacers could definitely do some more damage. But they're guys, this is the first go around in the playoffs. Typically, this is not what happens. But it is happening because other teams aren't, fully healthy. Now, if you're a Pacers fan, you might feel attacked right now. You might feel like, man, fuck this guy. Why? That's my team. Unfortunately, this isn't a Pacers video. This is a Celtics video and me just talking about this is the easiest path to the finals ever that I can think of since I've been alive. It has just not gotten easier than this because the Pacers are not zero chance at beating the Celtics. Zero chance. If they beat the Knicks, and even then, I do think the Knicks will win. So, who is it going to be, Minnesota or the Nuggets in the finals against the Celtics? Because this is the easiest run ever, and it's disappointing as a fan because I would have loved to seen a healthy Knicks team against the Celtics, a healthy Bucks team against the Celtics. Those are dream scenarios for peak competition. Because this Celtics team has not been tested at all. They're so fucking good, and they've been good all season. Their first real test, oddly enough, is going to be in the finals, which is crazy to think about. Because typically, the first real test comes in, the second round for a first-seeded team. First round, typically, the 8th seed is an easier team. Celtics haven't been tested. Even if Cavs win tomorrow, come on. Cavs aren't beating the Celtics in a series. That's not happening. Now, if they do, the Celtics lose in this round or the next round, I would be immensely shocked, but it would more so be the Celtics choking balls than anything else. The Celtics would have to pull off the biggest choke job to not get to the finals because it is literally laid out for them like a red carpet. Seriously. Everyone knows how good they are. And all these other teams, they're either too young or way too injured. Pacers being too young, every other team being way too injured. Easiest run ever for a team that I've ever seen in my life. And I would have loved to seen Celtics versus Bucks. That would have been glorious. Celtics versus a healthy Knicks team. The Knicks team, you have to give them credit, dude. They're still tied 2-2 with all the injuries that have gone against them. They're missing a star player, a key role player, and OG Anunoby has missed game 3 and 4. Granted, they lost game 3 and 4. They really need him back. But you have to give credit where credit's due. This team is just trying and giving everything they got just to evidently get their asses handed to them by the Celtics if they beat the Pacers. This Knicks team just cannot beat a healthy Celtics team. It's just like I said, this is a red carpet for the Celtics. And I know some of you are like, man, this video is just bitching the whole time about how easy it is for the Celtics. And yeah, in a way it was, because I feel like we've gotten some amazing basketball taken away from us. Truly, I think again, I mentioned the two teams already could have been great series. I didn't mention the Sixers, but imagine a healthy Sixers squad from the get versus the Celtics. That would be a phenomenal series. It just feels like we're getting raws when it comes to the Eastern Conference. And it's not like it's one particular person's fault. It's just a lot of injuries. But fuck, man. This conference has been a snooze fest for a while. It's just, this is the first year where you really felt like it could be something. And then in the end, it just really fell flat, being And then easy. I mean, dude, honestly, I'm curious. Let's do something real quick. Let's go to DraftKings, right? And look at the odds for the Celtics to make the finals. I'm genuinely curious because they have got to be immense favorites to make the finals. I have to see this. We got sportsbook. I'm sorry, guys. It's killing me if I don't, because if I think that, just as a fan who likes to analyze the game, I can't imagine what the numbers say, because you already know these guys are all going off the numbers. NBA odds, show me the odds. Let's keep it going on the right side. Series props, team futures. Conference winner. The Celtics are minus 500 to win the fucking conference. Minus 500. Are you guys... Has this ever happened in the Eastern Conference? Has this ever happened in any conference where a team has just been this overwhelming of a favorite? Minus 500. Knicks are plus 700. Pacers are plus 1,000. Cavs are plus 6,000. This is... That is disgusting. If we go to favorites to be champions, Celtics are minus 130. That's where it gets more difficult, because even DraftKings, even what the numbers say, is they would be tested in the finals. If they're minus 500 for the conference, it's basically saying these guys are going to make the finals. The question is, will they be able to do it? Now, I don't think there's a chance in hell the Mavericks could ever beat the Nuggets in a series, or the Timberwolves. But first, they got to get past the Thunder anyway. I still think Thunder will pull out the series, but it would definitely be in Game 7. But if the Mavericks win the series, I wouldn't be surprised at all, because obviously they're up 2-1 right now. But no shot in hell they beat the Timberwolves or Nuggets in the series. 0% chance. No shot. Well, that's going to be all for this video. I'm frustrated a little bit as a fan when it comes to the Eastern Conference, for sure. A lot of amazing series could have happened. We just unfortunately didn't get them due to health. And this is kind of almost a part 2 to last week's video, but more so emphasizing the Eastern Conference and talking about how really easy it is for the Celtics to get to the finals. But anyway, I appreciate you guys for watching. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Feel free to like and subscribe. I don't say it enough, but it really goes a long way for this channel. As always, though, I appreciate you for watching. This is All We've Been Different. All We've Been Different. And we out.